Hi, I'm Pastor Kurt, and this is your 5-minute Bible study. Today, we're going to look at John chapter 20, verses 1 through 10. This is the scene of the discovery of the empty tomb that first Easter morning. So, Mary Magdalene has come to the tomb, and she discovers that it's empty. Now, her first thought is not, hey, Jesus is risen. Her first thought is somebody stole the body, which is a logical thought. Imagine if you came across an empty tomb or an open grave. Your first thought is not going to be that somebody from the inside got out. Your first thought is going to be that somebody from the outside got in. Okay? This is what Mary thinks too. She thinks that someone has stolen the body. So she runs back to the other disciples and tells them this. She says, somebody has stolen Jesus' body. Now, notice what just happened here. She just jumped to this conclusion. It's a logical conclusion to draw, but it's not the right one, as we know. But she's jumping to conclusions here. All she knows for sure is that the tomb is empty. So she could have told the other disciples, I went to the tomb and it was empty, almost as if she was like a detective trying to investigate a case. Just lay out the facts. The only fact is it was open and there's no body. She made the assumption that somebody stole the body. Well, Peter and the beloved disciple want to investigate, right? Here they are acting like detectives now too. They run to the tomb. Now, the beloved disciple outran Peter and got there first, but then stopped upon reaching the tomb. Peter caught up, and then Peter went into the tomb to check it out. The beloved disciple then kind of tentatively goes in too. Well, let's stop here for a moment. Not stop the video, but stop the thought process. Let's focus on this detail of the beloved disciple and Peter at the tomb here. In the previous video, I talked a little bit about the beloved disciple. One theory of the identity of this person is that it could be Lazarus. Tradition says that the beloved disciple was John, the brother of James, the son of Zebedee. But the Bible doesn't come out and say, hey, the beloved disciple was so-and-so. But there is some textual support that it could be Lazarus, because we hear that Jesus loved Lazarus. And all of the talk about beloved disciple shows up only after Lazarus was raised from the dead. So, if the beloved disciple is Lazarus, it makes sense why he stops and doesn't go in the grave right away. He's already been in the grave. He doesn't want to go back in, right? Lazarus was in the grave and Jesus called him out. This is almost like an emotional trigger for him, right? He doesn't want to deal with this. He doesn't want to go back in. He's already been there once. Well, once Peter goes in and kind of shows him like, okay, it's safe, right? You can come in. Then the beloved disciple steps into. What they see is what Mary saw, right? It's empty and there's no body. They then kind of go back home and try to figure out, okay, what in the world is going on here? Notice that they did not take Mary's word for it. That first Easter morning, here she is saying someone's came and stolen Jesus' body. They rush to the tomb. They want more evidence. They want to see it for themselves, which in a way, I can't blame them, right? If somebody came up to you and said some outlandish claim, you might want to verify it too, right? That's what these two disciples here are doing. They want to verify Mary's claim. Now, her claim, remember, is that someone came and stole the body. They can't verify that. All they can do is see what Mary saw, that the tomb is empty and the body's not there. They then try to figure out, what does this mean? Right? They don't draw the same conclusion that Mary did because they remember Jesus talking about dying and rising again. Yes, Mary may have remembered that, but in that moment, she completely forgot it. Okay? It's interesting that people can jump to different conclusions. We do this today, don't we? Sometimes people jump to a conclusion without having all of the information, and sometimes we remember what somebody said and we remember, oh, yes, this is how it's supposed to play out. When we look at this scene, we see Mary reacting one way and the beloved disciple and Peter reacting another way. No matter how you respond to the empty tomb, it's still empty. And nobody stole the body. Jesus is still alive. Even when you are confused, even when you don't know what to make of things in your life, remember, Jesus is still risen. There's your 5-minute Bible study. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.